Howdy. And this is just gonna be a little bit of a talking thing here. Really not gonna play all too much of the game. It's mainly just gonna be the. Hold on. It's mainly just gonna be me talking and doing like grindy work like this. So I'm on my server. Um, and I just want to talk a little bit about the day and like what's going on and all that. Um, no set length to this. Just gonna chill, get some work done. Um, yeah. Let's see here. Do I have a bow? I don't have a bow. I'm gonna have to deal with all these guys. Anyway, let's go and get started. So I've been trying to get a second job at a hospital because my current job at a grocery store isn't giving me enough hours. And also because I kind of hate it for many different reasons, some of which we'll get into today. Um, so anyway, I finally heard back from the hospital today. And I got it, obviously, because I mean, I had no doubts in my mind that I wasn't gonna get it because my dad works there. So yeah, I start soon. As of right now, I'm planning on keeping both jobs. But we'll see what happens. Um, because my supermarket job can be quite a mixed bag of me hating it, me liking it. And today was one of those weird days where I kind of liked it, kind of hated it, just depending on what day it was or what part of the day it was. And actually, today was particularly weird because, oh, what the fuck? Well, thanks for clearing some stuff out for me, buddy. Because, um, so at the store I work at, we have this little issue that occurs a lot, more frequently than it should, and that is the sewer, like the down things from the bathroom backing up and pouring back into the bathroom through the drains and into the break room. Right? So that's just nasty. Like I'm almost gagging thinking about it. Hold up. It's fucking nasty. And of course, it happens right as I get in. So I clock in, everything's fine. And then, about 15 minutes after I clock in, I notice them putting close signs on the bathroom doors. And this is when I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be bad. And it was. I don't know why it's so bad today. As in, like, with me being disgusted by it. But it was bad. I should probably build that beacon somewhere. But I don't know. I'm just gonna put all of this in there. There we go. So I start smelling it. And mixed in with bleach, it's even worse. So like I'm gagging while I'm helping customers and I'm like trying to hide it as best as I can. And well, I can't really hide it. So I have to run away a ton to get water so I stop gagging. And I think I ran away to get water like a good 20 or 30 times today. And well, this one person I don't like. I'll just go ahead and use her real name because fuck it. Jessica. It's funny because both jobs I've had, I have a Jessica that I fucking despise. The first Jessica at my old job, I hated because she didn't do shit. And she would just talk all day. And now this Jessica, I hate because she doesn't have a nice fucking thing to say. It's always, oh, you need to do this and 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 this, this and this. And then she told me to go take over for this other person. And that other person was like, oh, you don't have to. I don't care what she said. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to her unless she's front end coordinator. And I'm like, all right. Well, she's kind of a pain in the ass. So I just hate her. And then when I was on I went into the break room a while back and I went on my phone to check it because I need to make sure if I'm getting like correct calls or whatever. And or if I need to respond to anything rather. And she was like, "Oh, get off your phone." And I'm like, "Dude, chill. I'm in the fucking break room. I'm just checking it to make sure I don't miss anything important. Like, what happens if my parents got into a car crash and they were trying to call me and I didn't see it because, oh, I'm at work and I'm not going to ever check my phone the whole time that I'm here." Now, I'm not going to say anything like that because, you know, I kind of want to keep that job. So, yeah, I didn't say anything, obviously. But I wanted to because that pissed me off that day. And then she's like just really bossy. Like I feel like she feels that she's in a higher position than she actually is because she's just customer service. She's not even a manager or team leader or anything like that. Just customer service. And she's already like bossing people around to a stupid extent. Like, it's kind of annoying. So she bosses me around today and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna start avoiding her. And that's what I started doing. Like, I go to her last. What was that noise? I always go to her last. I will be I will find a ton of other things to do before I go help her out. I hate her. She's a pain in my ass. And every once in a while, I have to go there because there's nothing else to do. Like, all the carts are in, everything's done. Can't really do anything. So, yeah. That's when I'm, like, starting to get pissed. I'm like, you know what? I could, and I should, just quit this right now. Or put my 2 weeks in right now. But I'm not going to because, you know, I need the two sources of income so I can move to Utah. So she's just a pain. And then this other person that I had a problem with a couple weeks ago because she was being just a pain in my ass, like constantly asking me to do stuff that she could have just done herself. We were cool tonight. Like, after I went home, had some sushi because $5 sushi Wednesdays at my work. I had some sushi, went home. And I have another story about coming home, so that's great. And then I went back and I was in like a really energetic mood, like just ready to like be as helpful as possible. And that other person that used to get on my nerves was chill tonight. Like, she was fine. We were like getting along pretty nicely. Anyway, what happened when I came home? So I'm recording this, and as of right now, I've been up for like 26 hours or something like that. Just because my sleeping schedule is absolutely ruined. And I woke up yesterday at 8 something p.m. and it's currently 8 something p.m. It's 8:23 right now. So I had an energy drink and I was gonna just eat in my car. Because I couldn't eat in a store because it smelled like shit. So I was gonna eat in my car, and because it's too hot, I would just turn the air on and I was like, you know what? It's gonna take less gas just to drive home and drive back than it is going to like sit here for an hour. So that's what I did. Left, went home, then came back. And so I bought the energy drink in with me. And my parents were like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's an energy drink. And they were like, you shouldn't be buying that. That's not good for you. And I'm like, okay, I'm tired and I need to get through this shift and it's my money. I mean, that's what I was thinking. I didn't actually say that. But yeah, just like, ugh. What else? And then back at work, after I got back from the break, it was like pretty good. I still had the issue with the smell for whatever reason, and I really don't know why I had such an issue with it tonight, because it's happened like 3 times before, and all those times I've never had an issue with it. So I don't know what the difference was tonight, but yeah, I felt so bad for the people. Oh, and then 2 people got mad at me today because I left a customer as I was helping them because I needed to go and get water because I couldn't stop gagging, right? So the first one, Jessica, she was like, yeah, you can't leave a customer for any reason. And I'm like, do you smell that? Yeah, that's why I was leaving. And she was like, okay, you can't leave. And then this other lady, so I was asking my supervisor if I could go home because the smell was bothering me that much. And he was like, go try to go outside and get some fresh air and see if that helps. So I went outside and I was still gagging, like outside. And I was standing out there for a little bit, waiting. And then this other lady came over and was like, hey, what are you doing? Do shit. Don't just stand there. And I mean, it didn't help that someone else was there with me. And I was just telling him, hey, like, I'm not feeling that great. I'm just outside to catch some air. So she just thought we were like standing there talking. And I didn't bother to explain it to her because it doesn't fucking matter really. So and then later on, so she's leaving the store and she's going to a different store. And she's like, oh, you probably hate me tonight. And I was like, nah, dude, you have a job. You didn't see the whole story. And I didn't even tell you the whole story. So it's nothing for you to be like, oh, you hate me for. Nah, dude, it's fine. And I realize as I'm telling this, it's probably like not making any sort of sense. But whatever. These aren't supposed to make sense. These are supposed to be unscripted, just me talking about whatever. Chillin'. Yeah. What else happened? And then to end my day, my day ended on a high note, right? So there was this lady that thought these large containers of coleslaw and potato salad were buy one get one free. They were 16 ounces or 32 ounces. The 16 ounces were buy one get one free. So, and she didn't read the sign properly. So I was like, hey, you know what? I can exchange all of these for the ones that are buy one get free. Do you want the same ounce number? Or do you want the same amount of ounces, or do you want the same amount of containers? So, and she was like, you know what? We have a family gathering. I want the same amount of ounces. So I take that back to the deli. What the fuck just happened there? I take that back to the deli and I'm like, hey, well, first I tried checking the shelves and they don't have enough on the shelves, for her. So she had 6 of the 16 ounces or 32 ounces and she needed, so she needed 12 of the 16 ounces, right? And they didn't have 12 of them on the shelf. I don't even think the shelf fits 12. So I asked the deli person, I was like, hey, I need a whole case of these because they come in a case of 12. And it took a little while. And I got that case. And then they had most of the coleslaw on the shelves. So I was able to get all that for the most part. With no issue. And it took like 5-10 minutes. And I was like, you know, ma'am, I'm very sorry about the wait. But she was like so super happy. And that's why I like that aspect of my job. I like helping people, going like truly above and beyond, because I didn't have to do that. My previous employer wouldn't do that. They would just be like, tough luck. Better luck next time. Do you want to run back and get it? No? Okay. Bye. Nah, not here. We fucking got out of our way. And I like doing that for people because they're always so appreciative. They're like, oh, you didn't have to do that. I'm like, yeah, I did. I like doing it. It's my job. So, yeah, that made me feel good. What else? I can't really think of anything else. Um, I mean, other than my new job, which I start soon, um, I had to fill out a background check and they asked me for my previous employer information. And you see, that's funny because me and my previous employer, we did not end on great terms. I gave them my 2 weeks, and my manager was like, what the fuck? How can you do this? I was like, sorry, they offer more money. And now I know it was a mistake to leave. And I even asked for my job back, and the store manager was like, no, fuck you. You were a bitch and with leaving. I was like, all right, whatever. Fair enough. Even though I wasn't. So I'm just scared that because I had to input like supervisor name, supervisor, everything. I feel like they might call and be like, hey, how was this person? And of course, my old manager is going to be like, oh, they left really rudely. And hopefully, my new employer will ask, like, hey, what happened with this job? And I can be like, since I went to their direct competitor, they were very angry about it and not very happy that I was leaving. So it only makes sense that they are trying to sabotage me in any way they can. And if that does happen, I'm just gonna be, it's gonna be super funny. Um, so yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else. You know what? Since this is the first one, I guess I can talk about some shit. So, I've only had one channel, but I had 2 sets of videos on there. So, first set I uploaded, it was around 700, 800, maybe 1,000. And then I deleted them all. And then I started uploading again. And then they're still up. Or they're still on YouTube. They're not deleted. Most of them are private. So I had a problem with them. I'm not gonna say too specific, but let's just say they can't be viewed by people. So they're all privated. And I decided. And also people that I know have that channel, and I just don't want people seeing these videos really. That know me. So that's why the new channel. That's also why the new channel has like such an amazing quality right off the bat. It's because I'm used to this. I've made like 1,500 videos. Hopefully this will be the channel that stays. As long as I don't let people know about it. It'll be good. Minecraft isn't the only thing I have planned. It seems like that because that's just what I've been playing a lot of, and it's also just a good game to do, like, talk to, because like, look at this, I'm just mining wood or mindlessly while talking about my day and about other stuff. And I mean, what other game can I really do that? Because like with Overwatch I have to think, with Fortnite I have to think about stuff. Both of those games I'll definitely upload at some point though. I'll probably actually record Fortnite tonight, and that'll go up in a few days. 2 videos a day. Sounds good. Yeah, so I quit uploading on my other channel about 2 years ago. Actually, it's probably more around a year and a half ago. Just because I didn't feel like it. Um, I just wasn't getting rewarded by it, and there was no real reason to do it anyway. So I quit, and I privated all the videos shortly after because I didn't like that people were like watching them that I knew. So that's why they're all private now. Um, and then now I have a lot of motivation. I played Diversity 3 with my friend, and I recorded it. And I was going to upload it on that channel, but I was like, you know what? I just want to have this channel where I can upload whatever, and my friends don't know about it. Um, because let's just say they made fun of me for it. Because, like, it's kind of weird. If you don't have any viewers, that's weird. Just to talk to yourself for hundreds of hours. Because, oh my god, I had like 700 videos. That was probably like a good 400 hours of me just talking to myself. And it is weird. I definitely get where they're coming from. And, yeah. So now I can just chill on here. I can talk about my day and all that. And it's just something to keep my mind off of everything. That I may want to keep it off of. And it's also great because I can tweet about it and then also talk about it. Because tweeting, like, my Twitter's private. So no one can see it. But this is still kind of private. Like, no one will know that it really exists. Really. And I can just ramble, get it all off my mind, not have to worry about it. Twitter, I kind of have to formulate proper sentences and like proper thoughts to make it coherent enough to read quickly. Yeah. Who the fuck cares? Like, it's already 22 minutes long, and I'm just constantly rambling. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I was talking about my day, now I'm talking about the channel, and dude, whatever. But that's exactly what it's for. And yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna migrate any old videos over to this channel. That's kind of a big decision for me because my old voice was in that. Although it's not too different. Like, you can tell it's the same person. But I don't know. Like, and I would also have to like pre-screen every single video to make sure they're watchable. Because there's a certain point on that old channel where I noticed that some of these videos weren't that great and unwatchable, and I privated a ton of them. I used to make like back in like 2016, 2017, right after Trump was winning or right after Trump won and all that. I was like very into that kind of politics. And I made some videos in the style of like Sargon of Akkad and Andy Worski, just making fun of people that I now watch and like respect. I remember one of the videos was Fade, a shitty liberal game. It was like 45 minutes long. And it's really ironic looking back at it now. Because everything in that video, like, that I was making fun of, I agree with now. I mean, it could have also been like repression and not wanting to like actually admit it to myself, or whatever. I don't know. And then there's also another video. This was Proud to Be. I remember this was in 2016, so peak of edgy season for me. That was also when I was friends with Brant, so he was edgy, I was edgy, just a mirror off of him. Funny how he said that we weren't similar at all, even though we literally said the same shit every time. Like, I could go back in recordings and it sounds like the same people talking. It's crazy. Okay, my inventory is getting full. And you know what's also weird? I've been looking at my OBS screen instead of my like actual Minecraft screen for the past long time. So yeah, this Proud to Be video was just peek at the edgy for me. I kind of watched it back as I was going through my old channel before deciding to make this one. And let's just say I made it less than a minute in. It was horrible. I can't believe I said that, but I also see why I might have said that, because I was too scared to admit who I am to myself or something like that. I don't know. That's what I've been told by some other people. So I think that's what I can roll with safely. But yeah, here we are. I also, like, for the past few months, I just haven't had any sort of motivation to play games. And now all of a sudden, I want to do nothing but, well, specifically play Minecraft. But also some other games as well. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just kind of want to play some games. And it's also really satisfying to see that video counter go up. Because right now, let's see here. I'll actually just go ahead and share the screen if I can find it quickly. If this can work. Gonna hide that. Hide that. Just give me 1 second. This might take a little while. Okay. So right now, it's just 5, right? But as I keep doing stuff and uploading more and more, it'll have a lot more. And actually, I'm probably going to delete all of these because I like the actual order on my channel to be the same order as what it is in the video manager. So I might delete all 3 of these, upload this, schedule it for tomorrow, and then re-upload them because I'm crazy. I don't know. Yeah. So I think this is just gonna be like every time I'm on here talking, I'm just gonna work on grindy stuff on here, and talk. These aren't gonna be every day because not every day I'll want to talk about something. But if I do, yeah, no set limit. I might clip a few days together to make them not 2 minutes each. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I don't know. I have just like so much motivation to do this now and like do stuff. I don't know. It's weird because I completely lost it a 1.5 years ago in like January. And now it's all back. Like in full force. Like I can't stop recording. Like I probably have. It's not all rendered and definitely not uploaded, but I think I have like a good 20 video backlog already. And I just decided to like start doing this literally yesterday. So, although I have been recording a little while before that, especially Diversity 3, because I wanted to keep that. It was also a pretty bad idea to break all that down with no inventory space whatsoever. Let's find the birchwood chest. Should be like this one. No, one of these. There we go. Yeah, I have so much birchwood. It's like literally crazy. I will never run out of it. I also have way too many birch saplings. But I think that's gonna be it. I think I'm gonna play some Fortnite maybe. I should probably go to sleep because I've been up for definitely over 24 hours and I want to sleep before I have to go to work tomorrow at 3. And yeah, tomorrow I might talk more about work or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be it. See you soon. Bye bye.